Tensions still mounting on the Turkish-Iraqi border, with the Turkish army continuing to strike positions inside northern Iraq. Turkish soldiers and tanks are massing, and the country's prime minister says more military action, as he puts it, is unavoidable. Shireen Tadros reports.
The build-up continues. Around 100,000 Turkish troops backed by tanks, artillery and warplanes lining the border with Iraq. A show of force by the Turkish army, which has been bombarding villages in northern Iraq for more than 2 weeks. And as the army continues to reinforce, the politicians keep insisting a full-scale incursion is not the way forward. The president of the Kurdistan region calling for PKK fighters to stop operations against Turkish forces, but he says Turkey needs to do its bit too.
Turkey refuses dialogue with the Kurdistan region. Because of this, what do they expect the region to do in return? Even though we stress and emphasize our position for the 20th time now, we are for a peaceful solution. We believe that military action is not the solution. We are not part of this problem, and we will not allow anyone to drag us into a war that is not our war.
A sentiment echoed by those living in northern Iraq. This man says Turkish attacks aren't about getting rid of the PKK, but disturbing the stability of Kurds living here. And others too say things are stable in this village. Turkey's motive, many told us, is to get a share in Kirkuk and Kurdish areas. In the last 3 days, there have been more attacks on what Turkey say are Kurdish rebel positions near the border. Turkish sources say they've killed dozens of PKK fighters, but there are thousands more. Turkey's Prime Minister says intensifying military action is now unavoidable. He's due to meet US Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice on Friday in Ankara and President George Bush in Washington next week. Erdogan accuses the Iraqi Kurdish leader of aiding and abetting the PKK.
We will talk very clearly to US officials about how this terrorist organization is being supported. There are some countries that are sheltering them.
The Turkish leadership is under immense pressure from its public to deal harshly with the PKK. Nationalist demonstrations like this one in Istanbul have become commonplace. Diplomacy will have to start working soon for a peaceful solution to prevail. Shireen Tadros, Al Jazeera.